Working on the TC30 cat forklift today. It had a leak. It always leaks in front here, and took the side shift ram out. Leak's gone. I got caps on the lines, caps on the ram as well to prevent mess. So hopefully this will prevent some mess. This ram was leaking out of the front here, and it was leaking out of a loose fitting in the back. I'm gonna try to replace the seals in this ram myself. So I had the parts book already, and right in the back there it is, a side shift hydraulic cylinder. And all the seal part numbers are right in there. I found a site online, there's probably many of them, but this one had everything. So I just went ahead and bought all the rubber pieces I could. I think it's all of them for this ram. And we'll see if we can get them in there and get the leak stopped on this forklift. And then I'll probably have to make some sort of spanner wrench to get this nut off the end. So using a caliper, I got the OD of this circle at 2475, the Tang ID at 2240. That's from the edge of that to the one across the side. And she's a 1/4 inch thick. Here's a piece of my trailer that I had saved, 1/4 inch thick by 3. So I'm gonna try to make like a circular piece with the center cut out with tangs to get that off of there. This is about half of my Tang ID. So I'm gonna take a hole saw and then get close to this area. All right, after a bunch of grinding and fitting and a little tapping and whatnot, get it to come off. At first glance, everything's looking good here. I mean, I don't really see any scratches up in there. Rod looks good. And there's a seal that was leaking. You can see it's deteriorated. So hopefully this will be an easy fix. This one I think they were calling an O-ring. It's like a backer. I'm just gonna leave that on there. That was towards the flange of this. Just telling myself so I remember. This is like the dust wiper. Here's the one that was shot. Just disintegrating in there. God, it'd be so nice not to have a leaking machine. I don't think it gets too much worse than that. There's like an inner and an outer. Pretty sure it's this guy right here. That looks like it might be difficult to get on there. I think this is just one machine piston here. I'm gonna put the seals in this nut. I've cleaned this in the cylinder as good as they're gonna get. And this is called the seal U-cup. And I'm gonna put this facing inwards like this in the cylinder. It's like this in the nut. That way I'm thinking the pressure is gonna help seal it. Kind of like a rear main seal. That's how it looks in the picture too, so. Definitely no hydraulics expert. Kind of got a half-ass in there. I'm trying to work it in. There, I think I got it in there the right way. An O-ring goes here. It made me buy a pack of 20, of course. Let's try to do this without rolling it. And then this dust boot. How easy is this thing to get in there? Looks like the same thing pretty much. I've seen some other videos where guys heat these up in oil. I think I'm gonna probably have to do that for this one and for this one to go on the piston. There's the piston. I still haven't got the old one off. Let's see if we can do that. More than likely gonna end up destroying the thing. There it is, and then there's like an inner seal. Whatever you call it. Get that guy out of there. That came out in one piece. I'm gonna clean up this land and then we'll get that first piece in there. That went well. This sucker is kind of hard, like this one. I mean, there's no way I'm getting it on there without destroying it. So I'm gonna try this oil heat trick and see if that does anything. I used some hydraulic oil, that's all I had. Heat it up as much as I dare. Still ain't liking it. Burning my fingers. What the hell? I expect you to get that in there. Not like this. So close, but yet so far. Oh, got it on the end there. There we go. My clean pen was to put it in the cylinder right away. Let's see if I can do that. I put this plastic vial on there, and actually, I got it this far. Am I done with this? I think it's to the taper. Doesn't feel bad. Oh. Now back to this gland nut, I guess I call it. Get this freaking dust seal in there. That already hates me. I'm trying to shape it like a kidney bean, but it doesn't like it. This is ridiculous. Oh, that seal freaking hates me. I think it'll form back up on this rod though. I don't know. Let's see if we can screw this on. Put a bunch of freaking jipe on there. Jipe on here. And in the main seal right there. That dust seal. It's getting its revenge. Said I'm no hydraulics expert. She sure feels tight though. Just give it a couple taps back in the other direction. Call it good. I'm going to credit this. I don't think it would have happened without heating up them seals. They were just so hard. I was forced to take its shape back. So now the plan is to pressure wash all this BS off, blow it off with air, then grease it up. And if this works, I'm going to consider replacing these hydraulic lines. Pretty unsightly. Chain and wire rope lubricant. That's what I got. That's what's going on. I'm gonna grease up the slide area, this pin, and I think these tracks here for these rollers. At least the bottom section. Trying not to contaminate my grease here with a paint stick. Messy job. Chip brush. Alright, got everything greased, sliding surfaces, where this slides in that bushing, down there, inside of these tracks, outside of the track. Alright, so this ram just pins in. That fitting got turned somehow, and it was loose to begin with, creating a leak point. Let me see if I can get that fitting turned where I need it. I'll be keeping a close eye on this to see if it seals up now, because it was leaking out of here as well. Try that. I'm going to pull up on that fork setup so I can get that pin through everything there. Right there, that's what keeps the whole works together. Jesus. The step I gotta do is bolt this block in right back here. Goes down and then locks the bottom of this fork setup in. I can pretty easily make other attachments for this. It's kind of a shame. It once had a rotator on it. Here's the hydraulics for it. They just got rid of these cables on this side. But anyway, I'm gonna lube these lips up and get these bolted down. No signs of any leakage yet. I'm gonna run the side shift back and forth like a bastard. In there. I think there was this crap on the ram. I think it might be fixed. Time will tell. I just noticed there's 3 grease points right in front here. Cleaned out all the gunk out of them. We're gonna put the lock and lube on there, see if she'll take some grease. Oh yeah. Oh. How about down here? This is for between the plates, I believe. Oh. Don't like it. I gotta get one of those grease busters. I just greased that whole plate up anyway. Oh, if this old girl keeps cooperating, it might have a paint job in its future. Thanks for watching.